Hey guys, it's your girl Nisi, the beauty icon. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a quick weave bob. I'm going to show you step by step on how to glue it, how to cut it, and how to curl it. So stay tuned. So here are a few products that I like to use. We're going to start with the Keratin Silk Infusion and the 30-second hair bond glue. And also we're going to use the Essations Lacker, which gives you a soft or a firm hold. Okay, I'll be using 2 bags of the chocolate brand hair. Both are 10 inches, and I have the number 27 and 30. Also, I'll be using 1 bag of the Empire brand hair, 12 inch, and it's the number 4. So let's get started. So normally I start from ear to ear, tracking the hair in the same pattern all the way up. I normally leave like a little small gap in between the hair. Once I get past the ear, I tend to make sure that I don't put the wefts past the cap. I like to keep the wefts on the cap because I value those edges. I'm just keeping the same consistency all the way up. You notice that it's forming like a U around the head. I like to look at it as a horseshoe more so, but I use all the hair that I can, even that little small piece that I put on. So now we're done with all the number 4 Empire brand. We're going to move on to the number 30. And you'll see that the pattern changed just a little bit, but I like to do this pattern around the head with the intention that the hair falls in the face. So you see me curve it just a little bit around the top of it, but I still have a little small gap that I'm leaving on the top. Just keep in mind that you want the hair to look as natural as possible. And once you get an understanding of how the hair falls, you know, you'll notice that the more you do it, the more natural it looks. So we're wrapping up with the last piece of the number 30 in the chocolate brand hair, and we're going to go on to the number 27 in the chocolate brand. And you notice that I'm applying those tracks falling toward the face. So I told you it was a reason why I tracked this way. For one, I wanted to make sure that the color was in line. I wanted the color to fall a certain way on the hair, as well as the natural pattern of the hair. So I'm going back with the 27 on the top, just so that'll be the last color that'll be showcased on the top. And also you'll notice that I'm presetting the glue and tracking a little different from the way I did the sides. I'm doing it this way because it's a little quicker than the other way, and besides, the pieces are a lot shorter. So if I preset my glue, I'm able to do it a little bit quicker with shorter pieces of hair. Okay, you might have noticed already, but I'm starting to make the pieces a little longer, and the closer I get to the center, I'm curving it just a little bit more. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to form almost like a circle. Once I get a good circle like in the center where I want my closure, you'll see me begin to just spiral the hair instead of cutting the wefts. Okay, I'm finally getting to a place where I can go ahead and start spiraling the weft. So you see me preset the glue, and now I'm going around with the wefts, and it seems a little messier, but it's also a little faster because you're not taking the time to cut it. You're just going in a circle pattern. So at this point, you see I'm almost forming a place for my closure to rest. The key thing here is to make sure you just keep the tracks as close as possible, because you want to make sure when you get ready to split the hair that there's no big visible gaps in the hair. So once I get to a place where I can't spiral anymore, you're gonna see me get ready to cut a piece where I know there's enough hair, and then I'm gonna pre-glue that hair, and then I'm gonna roll it down into a seamless closure. There, a seamless closure. Now we get to split the hair, and you notice I sprayed a little the Essations Lacker on it, and that's just to keep the hairs in place. Then I take my wand and I go down the part line with it. Then I smooth it just a little bit more, and I spray it a little bit more. You see there's a little glue left in there, but don't worry about that, that'll comb out too. And I go back over it with my wand to make sure that the hair is locked in the direction that I would want it to go. So now we can begin combing the hair together so we can get ready to cut it. So I like to start my bob cut with a clipper cut, and I kind of just use my clippers as a razor more so. I'm very light-handed when it comes down to cutting my bobs. So the thing is, you want to make sure that if you're going to use your clippers that you're not going straight in. You want to kind of graze the hair so you can see the lines being cut into the hair to form that shape that you need. I enjoy cutting out the angles with the clippers. It's just like a razor to me. I am very comfortable with it. You just have to make sure you're not too heavy-handed. And don't be afraid to ask your client to tilt their heads back or forward, just to make sure you can get those angles in precisely. Now that I have the back cut out, I can go to the sides. And I'm just going in just to form that foundation of what I need in that side cut. I'm going to do this side, and then you're going to see me switch over to the other side and pretty much do the same thing. And don't be alarmed, the cut doesn't have to be perfect at this point. You're just pretty much getting a basic foundation of the shape of the board that you want. Now that we have the foundations cut out, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to point cut. And this just to add a little bit more texture and a more accurate cut. Because sometimes when you do the clippers only, the clippers sometimes cut, but it also misses. It kind of grazes the hair. So I'll go back in and just do more of a texturizing and more of an accurate cut with my shears. Okay, here you can see the form is a little bit more accurate. And I'm just going in and making sure that everything is pretty much uniformed. Now you see me grab Tinkle. Tinkle has been with me for years. I love her. She makes the job so much better. She's a great investment. So if you haven't experienced this razor comb right here, you need to try her out. This is a great razor comb. Now I'm taking this comb over the side. Now it's easier for me to cut out those angles more precisely with the razor comb. So you'll notice that I'm kind of just slithering down the hair, forming a graduated cut. And then you see me go back in with the point cutting technique, just texturizing the hair just a little bit more. So now that we're done with that side, we can go to the other side and pretty much do the same thing all over again. And we start with the razor comb, just slithering the hair to get that angle that we need. You'll notice that I pulled the hair back towards the previous cut hair and just kind of use that as a guide and develop the layers according to the hair that is previously cut. And that way you can kind of just keep the shape and the form even throughout the cut. Okay, there we go. We are done with this cut. Check out all those layers, the colors, the dimension. Yes, we are ready to curl it. First, I'm going to put some of my Keratin Silk Infusion, and I'm going to spray a little Essations Lacker. So I'll start with my 1/2 inch Red Pro titanium flat irons. They're good for curling short hair. So back in this area, you just see me kind of straighten it with a slight curve. One thing you want to know, at the bottom of your bob, you don't want to curl the hair. You want to kind of just smooth it out with a slight bump. So it's almost like I'm just stretching it out and silking it pretty much. Now as we get closer to the top, you'll see me using my Air 1 inch flat irons. These flat irons are good for medium length hair. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit your post notification buttons for more updates. Also, don't forget to comment below to tell me what other videos you would like to see me do. Thank you so much. You be blessed.